I'm learning that taking on running and rebuilding a small farm, homestead, small holding, whatever you want to call it, is challenging even on the best of days. Doing this debt-free is even harder because you have to manage every penny really carefully. As winter is drawing closer on the homestead, everything starts to feel like it's slowing down. But that brings with it a sense of urgency to try and get some of the projects that we need done out of the way. One of those is our polytunnel, the space that we hope to grow and nurture food as we move forward, both for ourselves and to sell to other people. But it's a first for us, so it's taking a bit longer than I expected. With the help of Alan, it's the final push to try and get it sealed up and usable throughout the winter.
Do you mind if I do the lifting and moving? Just for... So it's for comedic purposes. You know what we should do as well is be brave enough to tighten this door bit up as well.
I'm brave enough, it's not mine.
Yeah.
Put the left foot to the left of the stave in the middle.
Okay.
And then put the other one out, and that's about the middle.
Okay, cool. Right.
The 4 metre lengths of 2x4 timber we're taking off the trailer are going to be used for something called purlins, which are going to help support the polycarbonate clear roofing on the polytunnel. We started building the polytunnel about a year ago, and in that time the grass and weeds have grown inside the structure, so we're going to have to clear it. Luckily, the digger fits, it's making life a bit easier. The growing tunnel is built on sloping land. To compensate for that gradient, we are levelling the internal floor just to make life easier when we're planting. The instrument you can see Alan setting up is a level. We're going to use that to help us create a nice flat surface internally.
we've cleared out the grass and weeds from inside the tunnel. We put the outside battening on last year, so this was all done last year. We just didn't have time to finish it. We're going to do this slightly differently to most of these tunnels. We are actually insulating the inside. It gets really cold up here and we want to use this throughout the winter, so we thought it just made sense, because we have the time to do that, is to insulate it as best as possible. We're also going to create a bit more of a sturdy base to this, so we're going to put something called type 1 down on top of a damp proof membrane, and then we're going to compact that and put some nice sort of stone in there as well. So yeah, it's a slightly over engineered tunnel, but it should work really well up here in the winter. So the way we're doing this is pretty simple. We had some of this left from other projects we were doing, and we just sort of offer it up to each section, because they're going to be slightly different, so it'll be harder to try and do them en masse. So we just do them each time, and just slightly bigger than the actual gap, so we can squeeze it in and it fits, because it will sort of change shape over time. Really simple, it's easy to use. Really simple. Good snug fit. And that puts some insulation in there as well. Then what we're going to do is run the damp proof membrane up here and then board this side as well. So it actually creates quite a sturdy wall for the building, or for the tunnel. We're going to have raised beds in here and workstations, so got to make sure that it will make it really hard to get to the wall, so we've got to do this right first time. Yeah, there we go. I'm not a fan of this stuff, but it's all we've got to work with at the moment until someone comes up with something better. We looked at using sheep's wool, but because it isn't really particularly well waterproofed, it just wouldn't work very well. So we've gone for this. Sometimes you have to compromise, just the way life is. It's a bit of a windier day today. Today we're back on with the polytunnel. Alan is just digging out trenches for the water and electricity and power that's going to go into the polytunnel. I'm going to head down to the new container, get some of the tools we need to do the rest of it. So yeah, should be a productive day, I hope. So annoying. In one of my earlier vlogs I got quite excited that we've got some hazelnut trees which are over there. Unfortunately, because I got carried away with doing stuff up on the farm in other places, I've managed to somehow, and we've had weird weather as well, miss the hazelnuts. So they've all fallen off the tree, and that's all I can find at the moment. So the rest have been, well, blown all over the place. It's crazy, literally by a week probably. Can't believe it. I should have checked last week and I just didn't. Oh, so annoying. So I will have to come down here later on and see what's lying on the ground. Yeah, I mean, so annoying. But that's just the way it goes. Priorities, I suppose. But at least next year I'll know that, yeah, keep an eye on them when they're starting to turn. That's so annoying. Ugh.
to this point, the Scottish weather had been fairly forgiving. Just a light breeze, nothing to worry about. Then as we started putting down the damp-proof membrane, that's the black covering you can see, it started raining. I mean, really raining for a day or two, so we had to stop. It's just cleared up, and now we are able to get on with putting the internal wood siding in.
I was losing the tooth, I got to move on. Got mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, a transformation. We'll get a new look, I'm salivating. Get me off the hook, I need a martini. Without the vermouth, I gotta move on. Mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, yeah. Yeah. I got my business, I keep to myself, I spent a fortune. My mental health, I'm down. Down in a rut, I'm down. I lost my groove, I got to move on. Got mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, yeah. Yeah. That I'm down in the rut, I'm down. I lost my groove, I got the...
So back to where all of this started. Time to put the purlins onto the structure to help support the clear polycarbonate. Putting the purlins in place should be a relatively easy process. It's the polycarbonate that concerns me because all the information I've found says it's a really tough job. So yeah, the calm before the storm, I feel.
The screw's the same.
Yeah, and funny enough, the hole is the
Just
top.
above it.
Yeah. So this is where we are at the moment on the polytunnel build. We've managed to get the lower walls done, all insulated and wood on both sides, which is not usually the way you do it, but we get so cold up here. I just wanted to make sure that we covered all the bases so it stayed as a warm environment in the winter. All of the purlins, which are these bits of wood, are in place and ready to go. So today we've also put type 1 aggregate on the, or type 1 stone on the floor. which is good. And then on top of that we'll put some nice sort of finishing stones, and then build on top of that the raised boxes. Yeah, so this is going to be, today it's about putting the roof on, which is going to be interesting. Fun's probably not the word I'd use, but we'll see what we can do, because we haven't quite figured out how to do that, and information on how to do it is not, there's not a lot of it, so we'll try and do whatever we can.